In this video, I would like to talk about template craft design set, Figma file, and template craft Figma plugin, which are both are tools created specifically to help to be huge time savers for users who work with BuilderiusCSS framework, BCSS, and this is the site template craft, and let's reveal these two tools step by step. So first I'm going to click this use template link, and in the additional tab there is a page, open it, BCC design set, and there is a button open in Figma. This is how I create a copy of this Figma file in my account. Here it is getting open it. Okay, here I have, I go to file, and there are two pages. So I go to the second one, components plus template. So what is so special about this design set? First of all, it has components, and here we have components, here we have more components, and there is a template created from these components. Second, all these layouts and template, they use auto layout. Third one is, and probably the really huge one, is that this Figma file already contains a lot of variable which reflect, which are similar to those to CSS variables used in Builderius CSS framework. For instance, here we have radius, spacing, size, and color. There are those base, primary, error, and success colors. There are variables specifically created for components like button, icon, text sizes and colors, badges, and also container variable to be set for some groups here inside this layout. In my understanding, my vision is that being able to produce design using this design file, it will help to translate this design into Builderius Builder and using Builderius CSS framework, and it will be much faster than using some other design file or something like this, because all these layouts, all these components, let's review for instance this one, right? So it has spacing set using variables, using tokens, and these tokens are the same that you can find in the Builderius CSS framework, right? So when I choose here like a gap 24, which is spacing 2XL, yeah, here, this is the group spacing, and I have 2XL, it's already chosen, 24 gap for auto layout here in this group. And this 2XL corresponds exactly to the CSS variable spacing 2XL in Builderius CSS framework. And the same goes for text styles, for colors, for variables used in badge, like here I have chosen badge, and we can see that fill for background color used the token badge tonal BG, and for text color it is badge tonal TX, or if I choose a button, I have also these specific tokens which are the same. Once again, they are the same as in Builderius CSS framework. So whenever I change anything here in these components, I'm sure that I can then export these tokens into CSS variables, which are immediately can be used inside Builderius CSS framework. And speaking about export specifically, so the usual workflow would be this. If I, for instance, specific layout like this one, or even template, right? But I would want to probably maybe set bigger spacing. I choose here from the existing variables, like I said, 14 pixel, like this one, right? And here I create my design. And then using the Figma plugin, template craft Figma plugin, I can export this data. And how to do this, I will show you in a minute. Here I have, I go back to the template craft website, scroll down to the next section, and there is also link install plugin here. Okay. Now I click open in. Recent files, yes, this one. Okay, it should be the same file, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, should be this one. Okay, now I have to click run. And the UI, this model is contains UI for the plugin. It is loaded, and check this. I can do, let me make it larger. So first of all, when this plugin is opened, all tokens are being imported inside the plugin, and then they are available here on the top CSS code. They are already available as CSS variables, and these variables can be directly copied. There is a button copy all, and they can be pasted inside the Builderius builder in all CSS mode. Okay, and then I can also change typography. There are settings for setting min and max viewport width, size, right? Pay attention that 16 pixels are used to be equal to 1 rem. It's used for calculation, so not 10 pixels, but 16 pixels. And the similar setup, this is the default in browsers, and actually this is how it works in Builderius CSS framework. And then, for instance, if I want to change the sizes, styles, text styles in my layout, for instance, this title is equal to H2, I can choose it, and you see there is a typography H2, and when I do not select anything, here I have text style H2, and this text style H2 already uses variable H2 max. This is for desktop version, and later there will be added also mobile version of the same template, and for that version it will be H2 min. So this is like the maximum size of the specific title H2. The same exists for H1, H3, etc. For H2 maximum, and it will be at the width of the viewport of 1440, this maximum size. And for minimum viewport size 400, there will be H2 minimum value, and any size of the viewport between will be the H2 size text will be set according to the formula of fluid typography. And here we have this CSS variables generated. So clamp function is used with minimum, maximum value, and anything between will be resized according to this automatically generated formula. Now, when I want to update these values, it's more convenient to do that from this plugin than from here, because here, when I change the values, they will be this fluid typography CSS variables, they will be regenerated and they will be immediately available to copy and paste into the builder in the CSS code tab. Also here, but they also available in CSS code where all CSS code is available, right? Okay, so let's check how it works. For instance, H2 heading, and by clicking plus or minus, I change those variables which are actually exist in the builder. I cannot set it anything that I want. I mean, it would not be wise to do. I still want to stick to the variables that I used with the BuilderiusCSS framework. But for instance, let me show you. I just make it very big, like enormous, right? And there is this button enabled. After I change anything, this button is enabled, and I can update these variables, values back to the Figma file. Let's check how it works. So I click Update Tokens in Figma. Okay, and here it should have been changed actually. Let me check again. H2 max. Okay, strange, it didn't work. Let me check colors. Just to check if it works at all. Okay, and I click save and I click update. So colors are working, but typography did not work. Hold on. I actually changed the mean value of the, okay, so I didn't pay attention. I should change max. So here, let's make it enormous, like 56, right? And update. And here we go. Yeah. Okay, so sorry, I just did not pay attention that I changed minimum size. So let's go back here, like 20. Okay, let's make this one smaller. Back again. Okay, but here I changed this parameter. I updated tokens, and these values are propagated into the formula, and the formula recalculates these values. And here actually I should check the size for H2 mean and H2 max. Let's check. It should be 4.61 after changing, if it's not getting changed, right? So let's just check. If I go back again to 20, you see there is a different, it was 4 point something, right? Before, now it's different. So as you see, this formula is being recalculated, yes. And when I go to CSS code, I see this fluid typography. It is here, it's different value. Okay, once again, why it's different value? I probably should check this. Okay, maybe it's a small bug. Yeah, but the general rule is that it should be updated here, and all together it should be available for copy. Maybe I was checking the wrong. No, I think it's a correct one. This one. Well, I should check this. Okay, and let's go back to colors. As you already seen, I changed primary. I can change it again. For instance, I would like to use this one, yellow, and click save, and it's primary. It is used in many components. I click save. These shades are being regenerated. Also being regenerated base shades because they have a small shade of this primary color or tint, how it's called. And when I click update, it propagates to the Figma, and all these components here, you see, they all updated automatically. So apart from that small bug with typography, it works like complete synchronization with a Figma file. And the same goes here. So for instance, let me check if primary color is being synchronized into CSS code, because these values should be also available as CSS variables. Let's check, maybe there is issue too, but let's check. So CAA C56 for primary 500. Let's find color primary. This is base error. Primary 500 CAA C54. And this is correct. C54. Yeah. Okay. So colors here. The value is updated, and the same should happen for typography. And as a rule, we should not change values for size tokens here, because these are like underline values. However, it's also possible. So when I make change here, this change will be synchronized with the plugin. So before making change, if you start making change in the design file first, then close the plugin. Okay, then do your changes. I mean, maybe you want to change some values of this tokens, maybe even add more tokens, and after let's check actually. Yeah, so it should be available. Let's create container, like no, not this one. How to create a variable? I forgot. Create collection. No, delete group. The duplicate variable. Okay, let's do with average, something like that. It's like whatever. It's just proof of concept. So I created the new token. It should have name container with average, right? I close it here. Then I open BCC Figma file. And CSS code. It should start, the name should start with container. Let's check if it's here. Yeah, like this. This is how it works. And once again, if you need to create a new tokens in Figma, do this with closed Figma plugin. Then when you are ready to export those tokens as CSS variables to the Builderius builder, you can use this button, copy all.